Hello and welcome to another GBPRA interview. We're here in the Welsh Mountains again. I'm Christian and I'm joined by Scott. Hi Scott.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing, mate? You okay?
Good. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Thanks for agreeing to talk with me today.
No worries.
I bet you're just glad to be indoors.
Certainly am. It's certainly wet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but it's blowing an absolute gale out there amongst the Welsh hills. And the rain hasn't stopped since we arrived on the range, and your beautiful rifle here is getting quite wet.
Certainly is. Good job it's Cerakoted.
Yeah. So tell me, Scott, because this is the first time you've been up shooting with us.
Yeah.
But it's not the first time that you've been to one of our, or to a few of our events now.
No. I've been to quite a fair few with the Spotters Academy.
Yeah.
Picked up some very useful insight and techniques. Being able to watch some of the more experienced shooters, has been a good eye-opener. So now obviously I've got my own rifle, do a couple of these training days, and then in the later this year come in to start actually shooting some actual qualification.
Great. Well, I mean, look, it's great that you've progressing on from the Spotters Academy. You've got yourself a match rifle now. Obviously, come along today for a training day. Eventually, you'll get to shoot a match as well. I'll just explain for our viewers though. The Spotters Academy is free to GBPRA members. It's sponsored by Meopta Optics. And what we do is we get the guys along, and with some other experienced spotters, we do some training on how to spot hits, how to spot misses downrange using the spotting scopes, how to call the impacts as if you were in a match day, and you've actually spotted on a match day as well, haven't you, Scott? And it's a really vital skill, I think, if you are going to be a competitor, to be able to see what's going on downrange through your own scope, and you can learn that while you're spotting. So if anybody's thinking about getting into precision rifle, don't have a rifle yet, or just want to put a toe in the sport, join the Spotters Academy and we'll get you started and get you learning and playing a part. So, Scott, you're going to be shooting a match hopefully soon. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about the rifle that you've got yourself for that?
Yeah, so it's a BGARA HMR Wilderness 6.5 Creedmoor, the 1-in-8 twist barrel.
Yeah.
It's a very smooth rifle. It is a very, very smooth, nice shooting rifle. On top of that, I've got a Vortex 4x18, 3x18, by 50 Gen HG. Yeah, nice score. It's on Burris mounts, which wasn't what I wanted to go for, but unfortunately they didn't have the mono mount that I wanted in stock, so
they'll serve you very well. Burris, I understand, a good mount. I haven't used them myself, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And are you running a 0 MOA or
0 MOA?
0 MOA base,
but 5 MOA in the rings.
And for 5 MOA in the rings, okay, great. So that gives you a little bit more available dialing, elevation in your turret.
Even though I'm not too sure that I'll ever need it, because this the Vortex itself has got a ridiculous amount of elevation.
So you're playing with just over 100 MOA there then, aren't you? So plenty of elevation, and that 5 MOAs will add a little bit to it, of course. Of course. I'm familiar with BGARAs. I have 2 HMRs myself, a 2.2 and a 6.5 Creedmoor. Do you want to just tell me a little bit about why you went with the BGARA, why you went with the HMR?
Really, it was a good option for what I wanted as an all-rounder. Obviously I wanted it for competition. I also wanted it for deer stalking and pest control. So there wasn't really that much in options from other brands, that it was like the whole package, and aesthetically as well. I think this is actually quite a nice, good looking rifle. There was other options, but for price and for just all round bang for buck. This is pretty much it.
Yeah, and that's why I bought mine. The same reasons. I wanted a good all-round rifle. The stock, the HMR stock, is the hunting match rifle stock. Obviously, it's got all the adjustability, but what's good about it is it's equally in its element on the side of a hill deer stalking, or at a match.
Very much so.
So yeah, it's a really good solid option for doing both. Bipod on the front?
Bipod, yeah, it's just a Magpul bipod. Again, it's nothing tremendous, but I shoot off a bag. Yeah, so I don't really. This is just to keep it up out of the mud.
Yeah, great. But like I say, good choice today with the Cerakote on the Wilderness, because yeah, it's a bit wet out there, isn't it?
Certainly needed, yeah.
What other equipment are you getting yourself a precision rifle? Have you decided what bags you're going to use?
I've got a couple of wee bags that I've got from Josh at C2 Precision. They've been very handy today. I haven't bought a huge amount of stuff. I do have a Kestrel and a Leopold rangefinder, but unfortunately I left that at home.
I always forget something, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Yeah, but apart from that, I haven't really been spending on gear for the most part, because you don't really need it. I mean, they give you the range values on the day, so as long as you've put in and you've got your dope and that on the rifle, you don't really need to spend a whole lot on additional stuff. If you just get yourself a good rifle and a good scope, the other stuff's just.
And when you're just getting started, it's very important to find what works for you before you start spending any serious money, because you might go out and buy a load of Gucci gear and then you suddenly find that it doesn't fit you very well, it's not what you want, and you end up having to spend the money all over again. So get along to a training day, get along to a match, ask people if you can try something that takes your fancy, and if you get along all right with it and you like it, then go out and invest in that gear. But yeah, great. So when you come to the range, what's your favourite snack? I always ask people this.
Favourite snack? It's beef jerky.
All right, nice, good option.
Yeah, it's a solid stack. I do actually have some with me today. But yeah, that's the best. That's what I like.
Great, excellent. Well, thanks for coming along and talking to me today. It's just, for me, it's just great when you turned up today and I saw you with the rifle, not behind the spotting scope. It's just fantastic to see that you've come through that spotting academy, you've now got your own rifle, you're starting to train, eventually you'll shoot a match. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to encourage new people into the sport. Get as many people shooting precision rifle as possible, and you're just an excellent example of how that can be done with the GBPRA.
It's although it's probably would have been a better choice spotting today. You'd been drier. But, no, it's been a good progress. Obviously, I'm still going to be doing spotting as well. I've still got a lot to learn and progress there. But no, certainly shooting is what it's all about at the end of the day. That's what it is. So
good on you, mate. Right, thanks very much.
No worries. Thank you.